this, but you should. I almost pointed at you again. Tell your dad. Things are not pretty in the world of Xbox right now. They're having a bunch of problems. Like, I know their showcase recently was pretty cool. I was pretty impressed with it. Gears of War E-Day, Halo campaign evolved with its bisexual lighting.
This is bisexual lighting.
But the company, well, it's hurting. It's hurting pretty bad. We know that Microsoft soon is going to be laying off thousands of people from its Xbox division because of the fact that they're not making as much revenue as they wanted to. Speaking of revenue, despite them spending over $20 billion with a B on content, platform, and hardware subsidies over the past 5 years and longer than that. I remember them talking about all of the studios they acquired or started acquiring in 2018 at least. Annual revenue in Xbox has declined by nearly $500 million during that same time frame. So, like I said, Xbox has big problems right now. And Xbox's newly appointed chief strategist, Matthew Ball, he's not sure how to get you to buy an Xbox. He's like, oh, what is the selling point of Microsoft's consoles? And he's like, well, I have no idea. You don't believe me? This comes from Kotaku. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. This is what he had to say during a live interview with the game business while he was at Summer Games Show or Summer Games Cup. I've tried to do this like 10 times. At Summer Game Fest 2026. And this is what he said about trying to sell the consumer an Xbox. For the last while, it has been difficult to articulate why you should pick an Xbox One. Players have told us that. I think everyone in the audience understood that exclusives are an important way to do that. No kidding. No kidding. When you started bringing your damn games over to PC back in like 2015, I remember like Phil Spencer was all excited to announce Quantum Break was coming to PC. What the hell was the point of owning an Xbox? You could just get the damn games on other platforms. It watered down the Xbox brand significantly. Let me continue. We as a company, and this is why you have seen such a quick shift to exclusives, and again, why it is important for us to do 2 titles, not just one, is we need to ask people to spend a lot of money today to become an Xbox player. This is what else he had to say. It comes at the exclusion of other things, and that includes not just our competitors' platforms, but other things in their life, which I've also been saying. We have an obligation to work harder and more clearly. That's the marketing and the clarity that we're going to come to explain why you should be an Xbox player. Separate from that fact, and this is really important to me, is yes, a $650
Rich, you forgot to say fucking dollar. You idiot. Jesus Christ, you suck.
device is a lot. No kidding. And you know what? Sony is right up there with you. And if you go into the PS5 Pro, they are beyond you. I thought the 2TB Galaxy Xbox Series X for $799 was expensive. And Sony was like, hold my beer. And they made the PS5 Pro $900 before taxes. It's like, oh, okay. Awesome. We also have tens of millions of people who we asked to spend $500, which is still an incredible sum of money. Those people that we asked to buy a console years ago, we still have an obligation to them to meet their expectations and to have them feel rewarded for which platform they chose. Many of them play across multiple platforms, and that's awesome, but whether or not they do or don't, we have to do well by them. That's where we're starting. And another thing he went into, I'm not going to read it to you, is he was asked about the future of Xbox and if he's optimistic, and he kind of gave a non-answer and said, I'm an optimistic strategist. So it was like, yeah, well, maybe, kind of, sort of, but no, I had a phone call with Satya Nadella, and I think we could do something, but we'll see, and it's a brand. There, I summarized it for you. I gave you my cliff notes, which were terrible, but I gave them to you.
Rich, I'm hard.
Listen, man, it's wild work when you have an Xbox employee that it's their job to find ways to sell you their hardware. Is like, I don't know. Why? You tell me why you would want an Xbox. You could play our games until recently on other platforms. Our hardware is insanely expensive, and you could still buy our competitor's platform if you go for the diskless PS5 base, not the Pro. cheaper than ours, and you get better games. Even though Sony for this generation is nowhere near as many exclusives as they had in the past, they still have exclusives, and they have definitely more than Microsoft has. And that is where Xbox is right now. And it always kills me because they didn't have to go this route. They came out swinging from the 7th generation, even after the Red Ring of Death, with how the 360 was. They had a whole bunch of third-party games that only went to the 360 and didn't go to the PlayStation 3. They really brought in online multiplayer. It started with the Xbox, but they really almost perfected it with the Xbox 360. And Sony was trailing way behind them with online multiplayer. The only thing that was the selling point to Sony's online multiplayer is at the time, before the PS4, it was free. They were on a great trajectory.
We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch.
And then the Xbox One came around. They thought we all wanted to dance in our rooms like an idiot, so they tried to force the Kinect down our throat. And then, even after Phil Spencer started making good choices, they swore Microsoft they were never going to get a bundle of the Xbox One without a Kinect. And Phil Spencer stepped in. He was like, no, we are going to sell a Kinectless Xbox One, and that was great. And he seemed really passionate about being in the Xbox division and making it about gaming again. And then, like I said, they announced that you're going to be able to play your games on Xbox and PC. And I was like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? You're taking away the value from the Xbox brand. And it just got worse from there. And then you had Sarah Bond come in, and her campaign was, this is an Xbox. Whether it be your iPhone, whether it be an Android phone, whether it be whatever the hell you want it to be, who cares about buying Xbox consoles and staying truly in the Xbox ecosystem? Buy or play our games anywhere. Who cares about our brand? Just, if you want to buy an Xbox, I guess. And this is why they're here. And it's like, all right, they're really trying to get the water off the Titanic. Are they on the Titanic? And if they are in the Titanic, they can scoop the water off as fast as they want. It may be sinking. The Xbox brand may be sinking, whether we want it to or not. Hopefully I'm wrong, though, and if I am, I'll be happy to discuss it. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
Very good.
I got it. Hold my items.
Wanna play?
For some, success is measured by bodies and bags. Maybe that's yours then. But to me, it's measured in hearts that keep beating.
Very good. You have something here.
You with me?
I just wanted some sauce on those zinners.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. I hope you're having an awesome day. A couple shameless plugs. First and foremost, make sure you subscribe to Review Tech USA. I upload content on a regular basis, and I stream on a regular basis as well. Also, make sure to check out my ASMR channel called Tech25 ASMR. I know I haven't uploaded in about a few months there, but I will be uploading new content this month. I'll have a link to everything I mentioned below in the description and top pinned comment. Also leave a like and a comment. It helps out in the algorithm. So age verification is becoming a worldwide disaster, even though they're trying to say it's about protecting the kids, which every kind of surveillance state move they make, it's always been throughout history. They always say, oh, we're protecting the kids, because they think, oh, well, everyone will shut up if we say that we're protecting the kids. And if people question it, they could be ostracized for, oh, wow, you don't want to protect the kids? What's wrong with you? It's been done time and time again throughout history, and here we are again. This is for, of course, protecting the kids, and age verification is happening worldwide right now, as you're seeing here. Australia, the Online Safety Amendment Social Media Minimum Age Act of 2024 requires platforms to block users under the age of 16, with enforcement slated for late 2025. So it's already happened. United Kingdom, the Online Safety Act, we're actually talking more about the UK today, mandates strict age assurance to protect children from harmful content, because they don't, it's not the parent's job, it's the government's job to parent for their children. Germany enforces strict in-person equivalent age verification for adult sites via the KGM with legal requirements dating back to 2002. China, same thing, operates a minor code and mandatory real name registration enhanced in 2025 with a national online identity system. Because who wants to have privacy and free speech? Italy and France actively enforcing age verification for adult websites, requiring third-party tools or ID checks. Dude, that is so insane. You want to go there and, get your rocks off, and it's like, hey, we need to know your information first. And you know why they really want to do it? Because they want to have compromising information on you. You ever want to run as a politician someday, or you're a public figure? You don't think they're going to be tracking this and looking into what you're doing and using it against you? Oh, look at this granny corn that they were looking at, or look at this. What are you? They can't be elected as the next president.